opinions on a podcast with Junior and Mase.
And good evening. We're here, Opinions On with Junior, Mase, and a special guest tonight. Can you introduce yourself? Special guest. He has beef jerky in his mouth as we speak.
Yeah.
He's good. Wes is joining us tonight. We're going to go over some questions.
Brother-in-law.
Weren't we going to call this brother-in-law podcasting at one point? And then we changed it.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
You know, we can call it that tonight.
That was my generic umbrella name.
Yeah.
Brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
We gotta get Jaren on here too.
Well, I mean, the more the merrier.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it all the way.
You have to at that point.
Yep.
So we want to go over some questions that some people have sent in.
Right.
Right on. And I'm going to start it off. This guy starts off by saying, or a lady, what is your favorite color?
Mine or yours? Go ahead. You answer first.
I mean, mine changes daily. It's orange, blue.
Really?
It could be purple.
Yeah, I think
I've never been a big fan of brown.
Okay.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite color is brown.
Brown. Wes is
Really?
I'm not included. I don't know. Whatever, but the brown is the best color out there.
Why? On what, though? On anything? Clothing?
You know, brown, it's got a bad reputation. People think brown, and they think, they know what everybody thinks when they think the color brown.
Right.
You know. So, my camper, like I said, camper lot. I took the wallpaper off. I painted my camper brown. Oh my god, it fits so nice.
Nice.
Brown walls. If you will not want to do it. You will not want to paint your walls brown.
No.
Right.
Dude, you do it and you'll be like, wow, thank God I did
This
it.
is impressive.
Dude, it goes with everything. Brown's the best
Yeah.
color, dude. Brown pants, brown shirt, brown everything. It goes with everything. You can always
Yeah.
wear brown.
Overalls.
true.
I've seen a lot of brown overalls. Carhartt.
Brown hair.
Carhartt's
Oh,
known
yeah.
for brown.
Brown eyebrows, everything, dude. Brown teeth. You know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That gunky tee.
Yeah, matches.
Well, Mace, what about you?
I would say gray or navy blue.
Why?
That's all I wear.
That's your go-to?
That's all I wear.
I do. I'm kind of like a freak when it comes to colors.
Well,
Like,
gray matches everything too.
does it
you know?
really?
I'd have to say May is green.
Yeah, I would have to say so too.
Green?
You're
Green.
rocking green right now as we speak.
Yeah, it's true.
Like
Yeah.
most of your tattoos,
Your
I
truck's
think are gray
green.
too.
Yeah.
Gray or green?
Green.
No,
What
they're
color
all,
is your
they're
truck
all.
again?
What's that one?
It's called grayscale.
What's that one right there?
That's blue.
Oh, that one's blue.
Yeah, well, you got
I'm
you got
fucked up eyes then, man. I'm sorry.
You better go to the doctor.
Light eyes,
for
you got
that,
that
man.
sunlight burned them out.
Probably.
Yeah.
I see a red tattoo.
Yeah, I got red and blue. That's the only color I have.
What about on that side?
No color, all
You
grayscale.
ain't got no brown tattoos. That's
what the heck?
no
Mason?
brown, dude.
Come on, man. The next question is: how many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
elephant.
Elephant.
All right, Wes, you start.
How many chickens? Chickens.
Elephant's pretty big. Man.
Elephant, dude. I don't even know. Oh man, elephants can fly, or chickens can fly. So like they could decently beat up the eyeballs and stuff like that. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So
I didn't
15.
think about that. Yeah.
I'm saying 15.
No, dude, way more
I'm
than
saying
that.
like it's got to be
Over 100.
no.
Well, hold on. Is the elephant defending
Or like
itself?
we're just dealing with chickens or like roosters too.
Nope, just chickens.
Just chickens.
Just straight chickens.
Well, that could be a mix of
I'd say
roosters.
that it would be like I would want at least 20 on the ground, 20 on the animal itself.
Yep.
And
20 in its face.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying 60 birds.
So probably over 60.
60,
I'm going-
at minimum 60 birds to beat up an elephant.
I'm going 100. I'm going, dude, an elephant is huge, man. They're
that'd be-
so big. Like, I feel like it would take
dude,
so many
chickens
pecks to
they
get
can
it.
fight, dude.
They can.
I've been scared of a chicken before.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Get
dude,
some roosters,
And
man.
you got to think, they probably like get in there, flap
gotta-
their wings in
yeah.
front of their face, distract.
they get a gang.
The others like velociraptors.
Dude, an
dude,
elephant
hell yeah.
is
Just come from
like
the side.
a tractor trailer, you know?
What do you
I don't
mean?
know. They're huge.
Yeah, have you ever seen them gain momentum though?
Yeah, but you said they're not going to fight back. If they're
big
fighting
old-
back, dude,
That
you
big
need like
old
1,000
root they got
chickens,
hanging
man.
off their face, smack off
Oh,
10 chickens,
yeah,
one swipe.
easy.
Okay,
Boom.
I see what you're saying.
They could probably open up their mouth and just swallow like
Eat 'em.
50 of them. Dude.
So my next question would be like, who would you choose between two? Would you rather have as a roommate a goat or a chicken? Then
a goat or a chicken?
Goat or chicken?
A goat, 100%.
Oh,
Goat.
easy question. 100%.
Yeah. Goats are
Next.
cool,
Yeah,
man. They
saying
have like
the
a
same thing.
personality,
Next.
you know?
Yeah.
So, Mace, this question is for you.
Goat.
Has Mace ever played the guitar for a girl to get some action?
To get some what?
Action.
That's not what the question
I
says.
know it says some pussy,
I know.
but to get some action. Well, I was talking to Wes when you were outside earlier,
right.
And we were decided that that's the only reason why you play the guitar.
No, it doesn't work that way. I'm telling you, dude. My whole life, everybody's always said, "Oh man, you play guitar, dude. You're gonna get all these girls." Dude, girls don't give a fuck
about playing the guitar.
Yeah, no. If you can sing,
do you know what it is?
If you can sing and play guitar,
I'm trying.
Yeah. If you can sing and
play, trying to play guitar. That's what I was going for next.
I mean, it's cool. You think that, but dude, I've played like hundreds of shows, dude. They don't flock to you. Like if you, it's not like that, you know. Maybe I'm just a bad guitar player. I don't know. I'm not that good, dude.
Oh my god.
I mean, I guess it's definitely.
But have
better.
You though? Did you ever pull the guitar out and you're like, all right, I know what to do next?
Great question.
If I had to think back, yeah, probably maybe once.
There was like a girl that you wanted to impress. And you knew.
I knew that would work. Yeah. I've done that before.
You'd whip it out.
Yeah, for sure.
You'd whip that guitar out.
For sure. Yeah. I'll say yeah. I'll say yeah. All right.
What happens after you die?
Oh,
this is a good question.
Yeah. Why don't you answer that? I feel like you would have a good explanation of this. So what do you think?
I believe in reincarnation.
Okay.
I believe the life you live presently is the life you led before. So say I was a dung beetle. I was probably the most incredible dung beetle.
Not reincarnated as a person.
Nope.
Like it could be
anything in the universe.
Brick of concrete.
Yes,
you know?
brick of concrete. I supported the shit out of something. That's why I'm living such a good life right now.
I would say a living organism, though.
You would?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't want to be a brick.
You don't think
dude.
a brick
What
of
the hell
concrete
would I
has a
want
soul?
to be a brick of concrete?
But you don't know. You fucked up. You did something wrong, right? You
led a horrible life.
You did dirty.
Brick,
so like now you're like, all right, you got to deal with just like holding this building up for 200 years.
Like the Unabomber. You don't think that Unabomber?
Yeah, you know, he's
well,
dead.
that Unabomber is probably rolling
So,
shit
like,
around. He's probably dung
now
beetle,
he's coming back as a porta potty.
Yeah.
You know, like he could be doing something so bad.
And if he's the world's greatest porta potty, he will come back as something like
graffiti all over that
like
thing, man.
like a Donald Trump.
It's like a reincarnation of something a little bit better.
Right.
Yeah.
So wait,
All
so
right.
like after you cease to exist,
Right.
what happens to you?
Like,
To me, I feel like, I feel like you go to a place, like heaven or whatever. And I think,
Heaven or whatever?
yeah.
What's the whatever look like?
Well, cause I don't know. I'm still on the in between with that kind of stuff. But I feel like once you get there, everybody's at the best prime age that they are.
Wait, I want to stop you real fast. So like you're saying that if you live a good life,
Yeah.
you'll go to whatever?
Yeah. I feel
Or do
like,
you think there's a heaven?
yeah, I think there's a
Like,
heaven.
there's a reason why.
There's a
you
reason
live
why.
Yeah, I think there's a reason
you live
why,
a good
like-
life because that like we could all be pieces of shit, you
Right.
know? Like
Yeah.
and still live
There's a
as long
purpose.
as
Sure.
we were supposed to live. You
Exactly.
know?
I do feel like you
why
can
living
live
good, you know.
Right.
I feel like you could live and do some, like, everybody's done some shitty things that you probably regret. Like, maybe I shouldn't have done that or whatever. Maybe you don't regret it. Maybe you do. But, like, I feel like there's always redemption for certain things. But I just feel like, you end up getting to a spot where everybody's at, like, the best age, where you look the best, you felt the best, and that's what you are.
A lot of people don't though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So like I look at it that way. So like there's
So
a lot of
it's
people
you
that
deal with a lot of different
Exactly.
people.
Very limited
Yep.
space then.
yeah.
I
I get it.
You
I
know?
do get it.
I'm
Wes,
not
what do you
saying
believe
I'm
in?
going to end up
So
there.
what I believe in is
Saying that, but like,
there's a reason why you want to do good, right?
Right, there is. There's purpose to it.
We could all be pieces of shit, like there's no reason like I could go rob a liquor store down the street, and
Yep.
I could go fucking steal money from my mom, and
Right.
I could go do whatever. But there's one reason why I am not doing this is because like I gotta be good. I gotta do this for the punishment that might happen
Yep.
afterwards.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's good.
That's
Yeah.
how I look
Yeah, I
at
like
this.
that.
Like
Yep.
yeah. I want to. I love seeing people having fun. I love doing all this stuff. So I want to keep that going.
Do you ever
know?
think so? Like I hear what you're saying. So do you think there's like a conscious, like your
That's what
conscious,
exactly- that's
your
what exactly
conscious
what I'm
has
saying,
is a little more of a sound when
Okay.
you lead a good life? like, do you think it like reciprocates? It keeps going and gets stronger where you're purposeful in your next life. So, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Fuck yeah, we are.
I don't know if you've ever like had this happen, but like, have you ever like, let's say you're sleeping or like you got really drunk or something like that, and your body is here and you're
floating above it.
Yeah, like like that happens.
Yeah,
sometimes.
You're looking at yourself and you're like, man, you fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. So like that weighs on me, some. Yeah,
Wes, what did you look like when you're
sexy? Is that what?
Oh yeah.
Who the hell?
He's like at that moment. He's like,
I was like,
goddamn
dude,
sexy.
I'm not going anywhere besides the playhouse, you know? Yeah.
Oh, look at that guy.
So like that's what we got to look back on and be like, all right, I'm standing here above myself and be like, man, you're a piece of shit, or like, dude, you're doing all right, like, yeah, man, the kids is, like,
and people go in phases too, where you can hit a span where you do feel that way, you do feel happy, or you hit that span where you do feel miserable in life. Yeah, and you're like, why am I here?
Exactly.
What's the purpose for me?
Yeah,
to
everybody
be here?
goes through a little streak of,
what
am I doing?
You know what's crazy? I'm changing a position at my work right now.
Good for you.
And thank you.
I think it's cool.
15 years at one place.
Crazy.
And
that's nuts.
15 years.
I was leaving, and a person came up to me.
It's half of Mason's life.
Yeah. And I was leaving, and this person said, "We're not going to feel this impact of you leaving this place for months."
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to feel in a couple months.
In the face.
I was like, no. I was like, I felt sad.
So they said they're not going to feel it right away, but in a couple months from now they will.
They're going to be like, "We miss you.
So
we miss you being here."
That was like a good compliment down the road.
Well, I don't like
feel like
call
an
you back
instant compliment.
Well, what I do is not immediate. I don't impact people immediately.
Right.
That's my thing. So I'm
Okay.
kind of like let's call it a life coach.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
So like I try to stop that generational demise, that generational like people treating their kids a certain way. Then it goes down the filter.
Yeah.
So like I want to be purposeful.
Yeah.
So my impact will show later in life.
That's a good compliment.
This person is one of my mentors. When I first started with this,
like you said, farther down the line.
Further down the line, we are not going to see your impact on this position for months down the hand. I was like, I am leading a good life. And they said, what? Like, my job is not incentive based. It's not for reputation. It's not for fame. They say, why?
You can make more money tomorrow.
Why do you like doing this? I say, happy wife, happy kids, happy home.
Right.
It's what I have.
Yeah.
For now. So like I'm leading
you want
a
everybody
life.
else to have the same.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like less turmoil, I feel is the better. We can do this bullshit.
For sure.
You can podcast, you can do hobbies.
And you get along great with your life.
Yeah. For the most part. I mean, like, that's why I think, like, again, the next question is, do humans have free will?
Yeah.
Like,
do
you understand?
You have to earn it. You got
like, we're not in the Matrix. We're not in pods, like, in a corporation being fed like liquids and like dreaming this.
Right. That. Like you could be a robot in a cell every day. Like you got to earn your free will.
Well, you got to think
That's
though.
true.
So you're saying that like people that get locked up that are in prison, do you think they have free will?
Yeah, they had free will to get there.
Well, do they have free will in the prison system?
Yeah, because then there's a whole society inside of it.
You got buddies you're hanging out with, unless you're in the shoe, But
what's the show?
Solitary
confinement.
Yeah.
I also think like certain prisons are different, like state penitentiaries.
Well, yeah, you got
different.
You got them.
Yeah, but
there's like
but
less
still,
serious, more
Serving
serious.
the crime.
There's like the prison down the road where it's like, man, I'm going to go there just to hang out with my buddies. You get there, you're like, damn, Daryl, you're here too.
Oh, Jesus, my dude.
Oh, dude, I didn't know you were here. How long you in for? 2 weeks.
Oh, man. Yeah, dude. I'll see you at the family reunion.
All right, yeah.
But
I'll be out in a couple
I
months.
also think that humans don't have free will.
All right, why?
Well, what do we do every single day? Except for weekends.
Eat, sleep, and work.
Eat, sleep, and work.
Nah, dude, I am fighting you on this one.
Then
dude.
I'm ready.
Dude, I can literally do whatever I want.
Let it eat.
I'm an American citizen. I live in the land of the free.
That's right.
Like whatever
So
I want to do.
You're saying you choose to work.
I do it because I want to.
Privilege?
I have to have money to live the life I want to live, right? If I
Did not
want to spend as much money as I wanted to,
right,
I could go set up a shack in the
Exactly.
woods. I go cut down my own
Be
tree.
a hermit.
I can do
your
whatever I
own
want to
thing.
do.
Yeah,
This
you
is,
could.
this
Yeah,
is
you can live
America,
off the
man.
land.
I live
Yeah.
the life I want to.
Exactly.
And there's I have to have a job because I have expensive hobbies. You know, I like
I was
to go
just about to
riding.
say, because of what you like to do.
I like to go camping. I go fishing.
Camping,
you know,
fishing.
stuff I got to spend money
What
on.
about the
and stuff
things
like-
you ride, transportation wise?
Yeah.
You like getting that stuff.
Exactly. So like if it came down to it, and like they're gonna be like, lock it down. You're
Right.
not allowed to do this. You're not allowed. I will still find a way to do my fun stuff with the
Means that you're given.
exactly
Limited
you know?
stuff
Yep,
that I
yep.
have, yeah.
Well,
Nice.
Mase, do you feel there's free will then? Like I hear what Wes is saying. Do you feel like there's a
Well, I think there's
part of you that's kind of like
it just depends on how you want to set your life up. Like if you don't want to have, a nice house and a bunch of shit, then yeah, okay. You can
guess that's
you can
different.
choose to do that.
You got kids and shit.
That's
you
why
know,
I do think
different
there's
life.
free will, because I can choose to be a fucking bum,
right.
or I can choose to have a job, a wife, a kids, a nice house, take care of them. Everybody has good clothes. We all have cars. We all have vehicles to get to work. We have toys. We have fun stuff. Or I can choose to find a free piece of land, or take the trails and go
And go
hiking and
homestead
camp
somewhere,
and go do whatever I want, and not be that.
So do you
know,
feel
so-
like people that live off the government, do you feel like they have a free will?
They do, because
sure.
they're choosing
For
to
sure.
live off the
Yeah.
government.
All right.
They don't have to.
Look who's asking
Are you
this
kidding
question
me?
right now.
Are you kidding? All right. All right. So let's
You get cell phones.
because I can
they
tell
get
you right now.
everything.
So if you don't want to do that,
Right.
you don't have to do that.
Okay.
Because I can tell you right now, just growing up, like how I grew up, I didn't have anybody besides my mom was the only one that took care of us, and she didn't make a whole lot of money, but we still
with
had
a couple
but we
older
still had-
guys.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
boys.
But guess what? We still had new shoes for school. We still had care. We still had responsibilities. We still had chores. Or we could have ended up in like a Section 8 situation,
Right.
to where like we just relied on other people to give us stuff.
Right.
But we chose
And take
not to
care of
do
you.
that. We chose
Right.
not to do that. So I think free will is a thing, and I think you can choose to have nothing and rely on somebody else, or you can rely on yourself.
And Jeff, for you, it was a no, right?
Free will?
Yeah,
It wasn't no.
yeah, really.
It wasn't
Let me hear
that.
it. Let me hear it.
Why?
I mean, a lot of times I think like when I wake up in the morning, my free will is to like really like just fuck off, like do nothing. Like
Okay.
I love
But
doing like
that's what free will is.
I know,
You
but
got
I
the
don't
choice,
do it.
man.
The thing is, I wake up and I have like I'm like programmed.
But why?
Monday, I have no clue.
Because you know you have
Yeah,
to.
exactly.
Because I wake up on a Monday
These
and I'm
are
like,
rules you gotta
there's
follow.
10 things I have to do. That's why, again, I chose that. This is like one of the hardest things I had to do. 15 years.
The choice, the
Yeah.
job.
Right,
I had to change it because for some reason
really
I
hard
felt,
for me too.
I felt programmed.
I did it too.
I felt programmed to the fact like every day I didn't feel like I was Jeff. I didn't feel like
Right.
I was myself. I felt like I was a program to the state.
But did you feel like
The
that
machine.
Yeah, dude,
I did
seriously.
that.
in the
I was
beginning?
in
But
that. I
like
did
in the
that
beginning
before.
of your career for what you're doing, did you feel like you were that in the beginning,
No.
and then it changed later?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yep.
So
it
you-
became
it
a numbers
always
game.
felt like a
it became a
negative.
numbers game, and then all of a sudden I'm like,
You don't want to wake up.
What am I?
You don't want to
Yeah,
wake up in the
right,
morning. You
Damn.
gotta go to the machine.
no,
Yeah.
what am I?
Yeah,
I lost
yeah,
I
yeah.
lost like the satisfaction
I
from
bet.
doing the fun stuff I love doing
Right.
back in the day.
I don't want to interrupt, but I was welding in a shop. I quit the shop.
Yeah.
One of the only jobs I ever quit because I was welding in a shop, and they were like, I didn't even have a name.
Right.
I was just a dude.
That's
that,
awful.
You're
I
a
would-
weld.
I
That's
was-
what you are.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
weld pipe all day, and they'd be like, "Get as much weld as done as you can." I was a machine.
Oh, my
That's what I
gosh.
was. Like same thing. So I was like, I was
A human
miserable.
machine.
I was miserable. Like all I would do, they were like, "Just weld as much as you can. Weld as much as
Oh,
you can."
my
You know, like
gosh.
so. Like they didn't know my name, and I was like, "You guys, this isn't
That's
for me.
awful.
I'm not.
Right.
This isn't. I have a life. You know,
Yeah.
I want to be a person. You
Uh-huh.
know, I want to have coworkers. I
Yep.
want to
Yep.
have like,
Relationships, actual relationships.
Yeah, I hated that. I hated that shit.
Well, I do like so that's why I like hopefully I changed my view, but like I feel like it can change, but right now I feel like I'm in the system, which is kind of awful to feel.
Yeah.
Moving on
Yeah,
to
we're-
the next one. speaking of being in the system, KFC or Chick-fil-A?
Dude, I got this. Dude,
yeah.
I will smoke this question
All day.
KFC or
no,
Chick-fil-A?
day.
Dude, no.
No,
Ready?
not on
Wes,
Sundays.
you want to spell it out together or
No,
what?
go ahead. Go on. Go do it
K.
yourself.
F C.
All wrong. You're
What?
100% wrong.
Oh,
dude. I will
no.
I will, dude,
No.
See,
Yeah.
so there's one.
Soggy
There's
ass
one by
chicken.
my work, and these restaurants, if you call them,
Right.
are only in rougher areas, dude. Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Dude,
Oh,
I started eating
yeah.
Popeyes like 3 weeks ago.
Well, you like that spicy,
Oh, my-
right? You
dude.
like the spicy.
Dude, I
The
understand
spices
why
on
people are
there.
getting
All right,
stabbed
Wes,
over this.
if you said if there was a third answer in that and it was Popeyes,
No,
Popeyes would have been my
have you
pick.
had it?
Oh, yeah,
Has everybody
it's
here had the
unbelievable.
Popeyes?
Popeyes.
Yep. Yep.
You understand?
Yeah.
Dude.
Every time I go out to Quicker Time,
But
baby.
out of these two, yeah, I'll go KFC. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So KFC
Because I
of
feel like Chick-fil-A's, dude, it's
Chick-fil-A's-
not even crispy. It's like soggy ass fucking chicken.
Chick-fil-A's
Well-
for like girls that like wear white shoes and like all that, like.
Wear white shoes.
Or for
white shoes
or
on
wait a
as we
minute, one of
speak.
our
Did you see
listeners,
my feet?
one of our listeners, dude, is obsessed.
With Chick?
Santini,
Filet?
yeah, Brian,
Oh,
yeah,
No,
Brian
Chick-fil-A.
loves
you know what
Chick-fil-A,
sucks is
man.
Chick-fil-A's
well, the
serving-
sauce.
Their serving sizes are way small.
They are.
It
Dude,
is,
They're-
yeah.
dude, and you're paying a
Yeah, but it's not
good
paying a
amount
good
of
penny
money
for it.
for like a
All
little
right,
bit of.
have you ever had Chick-fil-A where it's crispy?
No.
Because I haven't. Every
No.
time I get it, I'm
I
like,
d-
dude,
I
this
don't
is
like
soggy
Chick-fil-A.
as fuck.
You know
I
what I
don't
got
like
the other
Chick-fil-A.
day? I was like, all right, let me try these things. I was like, let me get the grilled nuggets, right? I was like, let me see what these. You ever get one? You ever do it?
No,
you ever
is
do
it
it?
good?
Hey, Jeff,
You know.
dude, all it is a cut up chicken piece of chicken, dude. Like,
And they draw the lines
dude,
on
like,
it?
I thought it would be something cool. No,
they-
not even. No, they grilled the chicken. And they cut it up into pieces.
Damn.
Like
Just
I'm
a
a little
great piece
kid
of
or something
chicken,
like
dude.
that, dude. Like, oh,
Here you go, grown man.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I'm
that's
embarrassed about it.
nasty,
I paid
dude.
$13 for your little bucket of stupid cut up chicken. Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
great. Doesn't even have lines
It
in
was
it.
good. It was
Yeah.
good. I'm not gonna talk shit, but like, dude,
Yeah,
like,
but dude, chicken's chicken.
I thought it was like
you know?
a chicken nugget is like a different breed. You know?
Uh-huh.
Like,
Oh, for
you
sure,
know,
yeah.
It's
Well, this is a next fun question.
All right.
Again, this might be Phil's cat asking this one, and again, this is coming from a listener.
This guy's wild. Or
If
girl.
Jesus took LSD, which
Right.
is a drug,
Yeah.
would he see humans? If Jesus is a he or she, I don't know. Like humans who take it see Jesus.
Wait,
So
hold
this
on.
person's
Whoa.
asking.
Give me
Okay.
repeat.
I'm going to say it again, but I'm going to reword it.
It's very
So
confusing.
if when we take LSD, a lot of times I guess human
Right,
beings
yeah,
see
people
Jesus,
God, yeah,
right?
but-
Yeah.
So if Jesus took this drug, would he see us?
No, because he sees us now.
I agree.
Jesus doesn't need a drug. Dude,
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
Well, first of all, if you take an LSD and you're seeing Jesus, you're doing something wrong.
What do you mean? You've taken it before?
No,
Oh, okay, good.
I'm just saying. But like, you know, you be seeing other stuff. You're seeing colors and
I'm fighting this one, dude.
You would see it.
Dude,
What would he
fucking
say?
Jesus would see stuff fucking beautiful place, you know, like
you know what I feel like he sees that
he
now.
would see. Yeah, well, imagine getting so fucked up, dude. Like,
Yeah, I
you know,
guess
like
he's seen a
What
different
place would he see though?
oh, man, he would see
Egypt?
He'd see Harmony, New Jersey.
Harmony?
Is what he would fucking the best place on
Yeah,
earth.
bring
Dude.
it.
Like, that's exactly what he
Would
would
this
see.
place be on fire?
Oh,
would this
come
place
on
be just be
down,
growing
Hazy.
and singing birds
Dude,
everywhere?
Probably
Yeah.
like he'd be like peaking right now, and the sun be coming up
Bang.
over the
Just
hill.
right over.
Oh my god, it'd be beautiful, and he'd be like this.
Like a little bit of
Birds
steam coming off?
chirping, yeah, dude. Like you know exactly, yeah.
a little
All right,
bit of
that's
steam
exactly
coming
what
up.
you're seeing, you know, like
Like,
maybe a
dang, look at these
deer
barns.
chomping
you
on
know?
something, you know, like dude, that's what he would be.
He'd tilt
Maybe
back
like-
a little mug of
Hell
coffee,
yeah, man.
Yeah,
just sip on it.
I heard
Peering
we
out.
got a. I heard
Hearing
we
a
got-
cow screaming in the background.
He probably drinks tea.
Yeah.
Green, like a green tea?
Yeah, I don't think he does coffee.
Yeah, no.
Chamomile?
Probably can't.
No, he definitely.
Nah,
he's
dude,
he's a
listen.
caffeine addict.
Wine all day,
Yeah,
all
but,
day.
bro, like you gonna wake up with a glass of wine?
Yeah, you know,
You probably
you-
don't got a glass. You got like a clay mug or
I'm telling
something.
you right now,
He's a wooden goblet.
I'm telling you right now, if I was Jesus, I'd be drinking wine in the morning. You know,
I wouldn't be seeing
do
harmony.
whatever I wanted
It's
to.
almost wine season.
I could walk on water, dude.
He make
You know?
he can turn that water into
Turn it
walking
into
on.
wine, dude.
Into wine, dude.
Yeah, I could walk on that too. You know,
So the next question, I think I want to get a little bit more serious
All right.
because Jesus is serious. I get that, but
Right,
taking
yeah,
LSD is different.
Yeah, sorry, kids.
What is Mace's true aspirations with his band? And again, this
I
is
do want to know this too. Yeah.
This is a
Yeah,
question.
right.
I'm not asking you this.
All right.
I know it's not your band. This is a listener asking Mase.
All right. So when you say aspirations, what do you mean?
Where's
True
it going?
aspirations.
You know, like
Like,
what-
Where do I want to go with it?
Right.
right.
Honestly, dude, I just love playing and singing guitar so much. I don't need to. I'm at this point right now where I don't need to make songs and I don't need to make it big. Dude, I love playing for like a hometown crowd and just having everybody
your
around
hobby.
me having a good time. And one of my favorite moments, dude, was like literally last weekend when I played, like I covered a song, like it's not even my song. But when I started playing it, like people got pumped and they were singing it with me. And I was like, wow, like I kind of feel like that artist right now. But
Right.
like it doesn't send me anywhere. Like I don't need to make millions off
Fame.
of doing it.
Do you want to be famous?
Like it's an honest hobby.
Do you want to be famous?
No.
Do you want to be known in the area?
Yeah.
But like
Okay, that's a good
Yeah.
aspiration.
I understand. It's
Like
a
I
hobby,
would want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
say
a
you're-
hobby.
You're into woodworking, or
And
something,
like,
you know?
dude, it's a true hobby. Like, it's not a hobby that like has ever left me. I've been doing this since I was 10.
Right.
Like, it's never been a time where I don't play guitar. I always play guitar.
I mean, I walked in here today, and I think your guitar was next to a what was it? Like some type of weed whacker.
Oh yeah, I had the hedge trimmer up there.
Hedge trimmer.
So I was charging
guitar.
last night. I was charging the head trimmer battery, and I was also learning a couple new songs that
I
I
was
can
gonna
bust
say,
out the
man.
next show.
Oh,
And you know what, dude?
songs.
I enjoy.
What are you talking about? You got new ones?
I got some new
You've
ones.
been playing the same set for like 8 years, you know?
Dude, I have a binder with like a solid 150 songs, and that 150 songs have not changed over the last like 15 years. But
like,
no, dude, I just
90s,
you know what? Like, I get joy in people having a good time, and like I've seen cover bands when I was younger, and like, dude, when they would come out and people would be just like dancing, just having a good time. Like, I always wanted to be
Right.
that guy to make that music. Like, I don't have to be famous. That
Right.
doesn't matter. It would be cool, you know, whatever. You know, I would do like, I guess, like a little tour or something like that. Like, that'd be fun, but it's
No,
not an aspiration.
You know what's funny? When I was growing up, I wanted to be famous.
Did you?
I used to
But what
record.
kind of
what?
famous?
I used to
For what?
record myself. I wanted to be a radio DJ. I
Okay.
used to record myself.
You did
Remember,
it. You
I
did
think
it.
I think I
Here,
told-
you're here.
I'm doing this right
It's
now.
a different lifestyle now, huh?
But I used to watch in living color and dream that I was like Homie J.
that was it.
And I would say like Homie J, don't play that.
That's a little bit older.
Uh-huh.
You know, like me and
Yeah,
Mason
that
might
wasn't
not catch that.
That was
know?
not you.
Yeah.
Like I would put stuff in a sock and I would
this
like
guy's
try and
like-
hit people with it.
41 or something.
I'm 42,
yeah.
man.
Damn.
I'm a young 42.
Damn.
Looking good though for 42.
No,
Yeah,
look at
that's
this.
'cause
When I squint,
Look, he
watch this.
sprayed his hair with something earlier. I don't know what it was. Get that spray out, boy. Get that hair going.
All right,
Yeah,
hang on
see?
one second.
I told
It's a natural sea salt infused sea spray with kelp extract for volume.
It's doing its job. I
It
tell you
is,
that.
you know?
It is.
Thank you. And I just got a cut just a while ago. So
love it.
I always dreamed of being a little bit famous,
All right.
just a little bit. But I also like hearing my voice. I don't know why. It's a little.
No, I was scared of being famous.
Why?
I hate seeing
I just
my
don't.
voice.
You don't want people knowing about you?
It's kind of like a paranoia thing,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I like home. I like you know, like I like
Homebody.
You know, even like let's just say like your buddies stop over,
Right.
Like in like yeah, all right, if I'm really cool with you, but like sometimes like don't stop over. I wish
Yeah.
you didn't
Yeah,
stop
yeah, I
over.
don't
You know,
wanna
like,
see
you
it
know
right now.
exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, it's funny. I think your family's kind of like that. Your sister loves her alone time, and if you mess with that alone time, she'll let you know. Hey, listen. I get 20 minutes a week. This is my alone time right now.
Yeah. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Like sometimes you're like, all right. I really wanted to not hang out with nobody today.
Right.
And then people stop over. And
You're
it
like,
ends up being
you
a
know
good,
what? This is a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, like you like it. You know, you're like, well, I'm thankful that
Right.
you stopped over. You know, and other times you're like, just go home, go home. I don't know how to say this, but like, you're sitting there scratching your head.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sleepy.
man.
You know, like
There was one time my buddy came over for like 3 straight days to my house, and I'm like, "Hey, don't know how to tell you this, but you smell awful. You're gonna have to get going. Yeah, you're gonna have to go, man. Take
Hell
a
yeah.
shower
I
somewhere."
never thought of that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
I'm like, "You stink, bro." He's like,
good.
"What's good with the food, though?" Can I get some food to go?
I got no food, man.
I was like, you gotta go.
Yeah,
You-
I gotta go shopping, man. I'm all out of food.
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
What I usually do
going.
is I say I'm gonna clean the floor. You know, because nobody wants to hang out when you're
No,
cleaning the floors.
God,
You
no.
know, like,
Dude,
I got a mop.
You gotta break out the mop. You break out the bucket. What the hell?
And even that, I'm like, I'll just be chilling on the couch, dude. I'll be good. Yeah.
I'm just watching some TV.
Yeah.
So the next question is life ever everything you thought it would be when you were dreaming as a younger person?
Is this from me?
Anybody?
So you know what?
Like when you were a small child.
Yeah. All right.
Like
so
what was one of your dreams?
This is my outlook, and I've got asked a similar question before, but like it was like stuff like you regret or whatever.
Right.
But like everything I've done, everything I did made me who I am.
Right.
You know, like all the trouble I was in, all the happy I seen.
Right.
Everything made me who I am. So like the life that I saw in my head ended up
being pretty on point.
pretty fucking close, dude. Like I didn't do. I mean, I did a lot of wrong, but you know, like
That's how you learn. That's how you
that's what
become
I mean,
the person
like-
you are.
Like I had a picture in my head, and it changed a little bit. You know, whatever. You grow up.
Yeah.
You know. I wanted to.
Acrobat.
Not too far into detail, but I wanted to be an inventor.
Inventor.
When I was a little kid,
make something.
I would take the remote apart, you know, like, and never figure out how to put it back together, you know, like shit like that, you know, like, yeah, I'd tear my
Well,
bicycle apart.
that's how you kind of invent things. You take things apart, you see how it works.
Yeah.
And you
Right. So like that's
elaborate
what
on
I
it.
wanted to do. And
Yeah, I
was
like
I
that
was
stuff too.
I like doing that. You know, it's like fun. So like, the life that I ended up living isn't really too far
Right.
from what I thought. You know, and what were you? 5 years old when you
Yep.
thought that shit. You know? You know?
Well, we're talking about Mase. Everything you would be when you were dreaming as a younger person. Do you think this life you're living right now is something you believed in when you were a kid?
No, I didn't think I was gonna get it.
Get
Yeah.
what?
Like
Was it worse or better?
no, worse. I didn't think I was gonna get married and have kids. I didn't think so.
You had a good childhood.
I had a great childhood.
Right.
Yeah, but
You didn't think you would have a family. You didn't want a family,
No, I did. I just wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get it.
right?
You know, and I feel like at a certain age, I just started working hard
Right.
at it.
What
And,
age was this?
Probably like as soon as I was like 15, where I can actually get a job somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, nobody's gonna hire you at like 13. You know, what are you doing? You're like mowing grass or something. You know,
Under the
but
table.
like as soon as
stuff.
I hit like 15,
$100 a week.
and I got my, you know what changed my life was the first time I was able to get a job. My grandfather would drive me to this dog kennel,
Right.
and that's where I worked. And
Right.
as soon as I got my first like paycheck,
you were like,
I was like, oh my God.
Started to click a bit.
like I liked money. Like I didn't even want to go to college. Like I didn't care. I just wanted to make as much money as I could. So I was like doing that. I was cutting grass, and then I got like a job at like a factory. And I'm like, you know what? I want to work somewhere else too. So then I at one point I had like 3 jobs, and I just liked money. And I noticed like the more money I was getting, like bringing in from doing that kind of stuff, like I was able to buy my first car at 18.
nice.
You know, I had to get a cosigner, but
What was
I
the
gained
car?
credit off of that.
Yeah. What was your car?
What was the car?
Cobalt, man. First car I bought myself, because my grandfather bought me the first car I ever had was a Dodge Spirit.
No. What's the first car you went in there and you're like, that's my
Dealership?
cherry
Cobalt.
ride right there.
Yeah, Cobalt. I bought a
That
Cobalt.
blue one.
Nah, it's like gray. It's like a dark gray. It was
You have eyes like me.
it's freaking awesome.
Yeah,
man.
they're burned out.
They're burned out.
Yeah,
Too much sunlight.
Sunlight, that's right.
but I can
But
tell you, man,
I remember Mason hanging out in Quick Check in this fucking,
all the time,
yeah,
man.
dude.
I hung out
That
at
was-
Quick Check
we
all the
did
time.
it. We all did
He
it.
still
We
does.
all
Everybody
done it.
went there.
Yeah.
He still does.
That was a
Go
place
out
to
there
be,
and
you know?
I
You're
go there every day.
as soon as you get your license, yeah, go to Quick Check, get a slushy, you know? Go hang out, you know? That was the place to hang out.
It's funny you guys are talking about that. That was one of my first jobs. I was a stock boy for a local grocery store guy who's a big like kind of contractor in the area, and that was my first job under the table.
Yeah.
Little stock boy
There you go.
junior there. I'd go down
now, how
stock
did you
shelves.
feel though? So the first time you got a paycheck, were you like, "Oh man, this is awesome"?
But it
no.
was working for a dude.
No.
Like, it wasn't really a paycheck.
No, it was awful. He paid me in Slurpees and bagels. What are you talking about? I felt awful.
First time you got money.
I got $17 I worked at a place
that's-
called Shawnee Place.
That's rough.
Yeah. I would drive all the way out there. My parents would drive me out there, and I would make nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't want to work.
Really?
No, God no. I
What were you doing?
I can
I
say
wanted to
that's
be
what motivated me.
I
liked working.
I would help people in the canoes. I would.
That sounds like a good, fun job.
It was awful.
It sounds like
What?
it.
Absolutely awful.
For
Like we had
how?
kids. There was a ball pit. You know how disgusting a ball
this
pit
sounds
is?
awful. Yeah, dude. Oh, that's so terrible, right?
Kids would throw up in this ball pit, and I would have to clean it up.
All right, that sucks.
And like there was like
Yeah,
kids
I
that would
wouldn't
take a
wanna do
duty in the
that.
water. I would have to clean that up.
Okay.
It wasn't like luxurious.
You weren't
it
doing
was
the
like
fun stuff.
it was a 14-year-old
Yeah.
boy stuff.
Damn.
Like, hey, boy, get over here, clean this up. It was
Damn.
awful.
You know what? I don't know.
And I did not, as a younger Jeff, I did not dream of doing that.
Yeah.
I'll cut in, but I had like really on books jobs.
Yeah.
But before that, you know where I worked? You know the dirty ass farm down the road. That was my first job, and like,
Yeah.
dude, like I was young. I was 13 years old, right?
Doing what?
Then I was shoveling sheep shit
Oh.
out of the barn. It was all right, whatever. It was
Damn,
cool.
dude.
No, it was not.
I was young. I didn't know nobody.
What'd you do with it though?
So like, no, they hooked me up, man. I got $5 an hour. It was awesome. When I was
Oh,
13 years
wow.
old, $5 an hour was crazy.
yeah. What
the hell?
dude. I'd
That's
make,
like minimum wage
I'd
when
make-
you're fucking
dude,
13.
Dude, it was
you
awesome.
know?
Hell yeah! So like we do this, and then we'd truck the sheep to Newark, and we would sell these things to the Arabs,
Really?
whatever. Like they,
Yeah.
like they're crazy. This dude had stacks of money, so much money in his hand. But so could get weird. But they would be like, "Hey, you want to drink a beer?" And like, all right, then I'll drink some beer. You know, like, hell yeah. They're like, well,
Shoveling
30,
sheep
so like,
stuff.
I'm
Man,
like,
I guess
I
so.
worked all day, you know,
Yeah.
like whatever, give me a beer, dude.
I love
like, hell
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like,
So you guys dream. Your dream is what you're living right now.
Yeah. Because
Kind of.
you know why? Because I didn't
Your
think
dream
I-
is what you're living right now.
Yeah.
My dream,
close.
semi. Yeah, same with me.
uh,
And then so like
I think I didn't think I could obtain it. And I did.
well, that's a
So,
good thing.
Yeah, no,
That's a good
and
thing.
it
You
makes
went
me
above
feel
it.
good because I did it myself.
Right.
Like I didn't have a help.
Right.
You know, nobody helped me get to where I'm at. Like I put my nose to the grind and just got it.
Well, hey, you
Yeah.
you married into a great support system,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think
Wonderful.
you have a good support system back home
I'm
too.
lucky for Mason. Huh?
Right. I mean, the last question is, are you happy?
Yeah.
The grand scheme of things, is everybody at this table happy?
I'm happy.
It's a
Yeah.
Friday night, unfortunately.
Why is that? Why is
Unfortunately,
that? Why is
because-
it unfortunately.
I mean, like
I
I
love
was
Friday
off
nights,
today,
man.
so like I
No
have a, I
way,
have a
really?
long, I have
Yeah,
I
I
had
didn't
off.
Yeah,
get-
dude.
I had
I
off
didn't get
today.
off. Bro.
I started drinking at
I'm
12
gonna get
o'clock
off
today.
a little bit. Hell yeah, dude.
As soon as I get home. But I started drinking today at like 12. We went out and
And
couple
you're
coworkers.
saying that you're unfortunately
unfortunately like the
you're
night is
drinking,
the
you're
night,
having a good time.
the
and
night,
that's
the night is
unfortunately
coming to an end, which is shitty.
Who for who?
dude. It
for
don't-
me.
it doesn't have to come to an
I
end.
know. Well, I have to wake up tomorrow
It
morning
don't
by
ever come
like
to-
5:30.
Yeah.
We got it tomorrow.
This guy wants to go running 13 miles at Sand Island.
See, so I'm saying this is your choice, though.
It is my choice.
That was a wrong choice.
You still
dude.
running, or you getting back into it?
I'm getting back into it. My I can finally feel my toes in my right foot, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But again, like my
13 miles.
wife says the same thing. Don't push yourself too
Yeah,
fast.
right, dude.
I ran 6 up a hill yesterday, or not yesterday. I'm sorry, last Saturday.
Go over there, man. There's a trail right up the mountain.
Yeah, too
Got-
rocky for me.
got
I'll
one
break an
for you.
ankle.
I always said, man, if I can't do that without
Up the hill?
stopping, you know, I'll always be able to do it, you know, a whole
Right.
way. If I can't do it without stopping, that's when I need to know I got to do something. I know, like, I got to stop drinking.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, like, so that's most of the questions for the second page.
Yeah, we got a lot more than this, man.
I know. So we'll save that for another night.
Yeah. Yeah, we could.
So again, guys, everyone out there listening, please send your question to opinionsonapodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Again, opinionsonapodcast@gmail.com.
And you know what, dude? I don't care what these questions are that come in.
Yeah, the third page is a lot about
Thanks for
Mase.
listening.
Yeah, thank you.
Somebody's like a minor
Thanks
hater,
for
it
letting me
looks
join
like,
in.
but like I'm not sure. Yeah, Wes, dude, it's been fun,
fuck
man.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad you came over, dude. We
Yeah.
got to do this more often.
Hey, man, I'm not far away. I took the
Hey,
golf
man.
cart across
A golf
I
cart
know
right away.
we started the podcast and we heard like And I saw,
I didn't know what it was.
I saw Jeff's face. He's
I
like,
didn't know what
Junior's
the hell
looking
was.
around. He's like, what is that? And I'm like, I knew it.
Well, I heard
fucking knew it.
as soon as I rolled up here earlier tonight, I heard some stuff in the woods.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I go, Mase, what, I hear something back there.
That's what I wanted to show. I really did. That's what I want to do. I want to show off the trail I made, but
and Mase is like, oh, Wes is back there doing something. He's always doing something back there.
Yeah, he got some kind of equipment out there. But I can tell you right now that I heard the neighbor said there's a family of 5 living out in that woods.
Like what?
There's a black bear and 4 babies. That's why I saw somebody's got it on a camera.
I wish it was a white bear, but.
Well, that's Opinions on a Podcast with Junior, Mase, and our special guest.
Thanks for having me,
Wes. Yeah. Later, guys.
Thanks for listening to Opinions on with Mase and Junior. Hit that subscribe so you don't miss out.